So, Arena has some scheduled downtime this morning. Insert does Arena have uptime meme here. So we're gonna play some more Runeterra. We did a sponsored segment for them through the Twitch bounty board on Monday, and Constructed seemed fun, so I want to try another deck. They've got a new set coming next week, so if it's fun, we'll maybe mix a little bit in on the regular. We'll be back to our regularly scheduled Magic to start the day tomorrow morning, but I didn't want to fight with miscellaneous sporadic downtime today on Arena, so I'm just gonna play a different game instead. So I'm gonna be honest, I'm just gonna jump on in and play some games with this. Taliyah was one of the champions I really liked last time we were playing. Ziggs is a new one. I guess one question for anybody that's played Runeterra Prototype, you've been playing this, is you've destroyed 4+ allied landmarks. Do you have to actively destroy them with something that says like destroy a landmark, or does a countdown finishing count as your landmark being destroyed? Countdown works. Okay, that makes sense. I assumed that was the case, but I wanted to confirm before I made a mistake and felt silly. All right, let's play a game or two. Or 3 or 4. How do I... Huh. I don't remember how so I installed the Runeterra deck tracker app, but it's got fucking adverts in it. I know last time I was able to disable it, so it worked with the Twitch extension, but the deck tracker with the ads didn't pop up for me. I'll have to futz with that later. Yeah, this looks like a Vine curve, right? We got a 2, 3, 4, 5. Although I guess Naturalist wants us to have a landmark. That's probably fine though. Alright, it's working on your end for that. I could deal with the pop-ups today and figure out how to get rid of them last time. Well, I remember last time I installed it, I had to do something like that. I had to finagle it so y'all still saw it at home, but I didn't have the stupid pop-ups on my thing. I am going to put the downtime command in the stream title.
And wind's behind me.
So 7 months, Dia buddy. And Prototype, thank you for the over 2.5 years in the tier 3. Oh, they're also a landmark deck. They are Taliyah Malphite. So you might just use this to kill. So this is gonna go to 2. We'll have 3 mana. This is gonna go to 1. We'll have a Desert Naturalist. Yikes. Okay, so that's fine. We could play the Endless Devout here, and we could trade, or we could bump this off of here, and then Pokestick kills it. I could also just Chemist. This is vulnerable, which means I can force it to block. Maybe I'd rather do that.
Is that a challenge?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd rather have the thing with more stat line left over. This is 3. I could protect this, but I kind of don't care if this dies, I don't think. Just gonna Pokestick their thing in response. No, you're fine, Donkey. I should have put the downtime command in the title.
I got an idea.
Offer our 2/1 for their 2/2 here. Oh! I'm gonna be honest, I didn't realize this said, or when I'm destroyed, you get the thing. Okay, so yeah, so if you Desert Naturalist this, you get 2 things. In my head, I was only getting 1. That's it's a neat design. We're learning, chat. I don't read, we don't read our cards. Come on now. Sadness! Thanks for the 25th month. I'd try on the Twitters. I'll be honest, Eridaz, I don't know. We played for like an hour on Monday, and I had fun playing for a little over an hour on Monday. So we're playing some more. Mass Effect's been great. I've really, really enjoyed Mass Effect. It's been a ton of fun. We are a little over halfway through ME3, I believe. To bank some spell mana here. So when Taliyah comes into play, she gets to copy a landmark, so I'll copy the sarcophagus. And then next turn, we can Desert Naturalist break one of them.
I will weave my own path.
We got all the ME3 crew members in. I don't know. We just got, the last crew member we picked up was Caden. Jeff is trying to tap into those arcane viewers. I mean, Runeterra is a fun, beautiful game, but it's really not particularly popular on Twitch, so. I am definitely very explicitly not streaming this game expecting there to be viewers.
I won't be in your shoes either.
It was just fun and pretty on Monday. Oh, that's kind of weird, dude. Like, I don't know. We, there's no multiplayer component in this one. So if I rock hopper, it actually levels Taliyah, but then I can't Desert Naturalist this. So I think I want to just Desert Naturalist here.
Who decided to join us?
Because this breaks this, and then I'll have a Rock Bear and a Devout. Yeah, I agree. Also, like, it's also worth noting that I don't think Runeterra needs to be popular on Twitch in order to be a successful card game. I also, for what it's worth, I actually think Runeterra is one of the more difficult games to watch on Twitch and stream.
This girl is heavy.
Yeah, Rune King's gonna be our next variety game after I finish Mass Effect. Are they dead? This is 10, 15. This is lethal, right? I just like try and kill them here, yeah? Actually, this is disgusting. This is burst. So I get to say, destroy this, give this a thing, and then I get another thing? Well, that's just silly, chat. So, sorry, to finish my thought while I was killing my opponent, I think part of, and like, obviously even games like Hearthstone and Magic don't have that big of a following on Twitch, but I think part of the success Hearthstone and Magic have had among card games on Twitch comes from the fact that games like Hearthstone and Magic, well, any card game, sorry, baseline, basically every card game, Hearthstone, Magic, Runeterra, all of them are unwatchable if you don't understand the card game and you aren't willing to invest time to learn. Like, they're not accessible like a MOBA or a first-person shooter's accessible to watch. Never Kept 7, thank you for the entire year of support. I appreciate it. Never, God bless bad mid-range stuff. But sorry, to complete my thought on Runeterra having worse numbers than Hearthstone and Magic, not only was it later to market, but Runeterra doesn't really have any downtime, and I would wager a lot of people that watch Hearthstone and Magic streams are either one, working while they're watching, or two, they're playing the game on one screen while they're watching someone else stream it on the other. And I think it's far more difficult to half watch a game of Runeterra, even if you know what's going on, than you half watch games of Hearthstone and Magic. Like, if you think about the average game of Magic, there's a lot of, like, turns that don't really matter, while there being a couple of key moments. And so long as the Magic streamer or Hearthstone streamer is good at pointing out to their audience when they should really be paying attention for a key moment, it's easy to feel engaged with that content while you're half watching it. Whereas Runeterra just has so much, like, actual action going on that, like, you can't really, it's tough to half watch even when you know everything that's going on. You're old! Thanks for the almost 4 years, Talrand. I appreciate the 46 months. Toast Smasher, thanks for the over 2.5 years. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Alright, so Endless Devout with Unleashed Energy just seems very silly. I think we're definitely mulliganing this to start. Prince of Arium seems fine on 2. Keep the rest of these. I'm summoned or destroyed, stun the strongest enemy unit. Okay. This is not one we want to just play out proactively. This is a tool for pushing damage. I could push damage with this turn, but I think I'd rather get Prince of Arium down because this is a countdown to draw more cards. Opponent's playing Kindred Senna. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen Senna's champion card. When I'm summoned or attack, create a darkness. If you don't have one, your damage and kill spells accelerate too fast. Oh, it changes the speed of your cards. Deal 2 to an enemy. Oh, so long as she's in play. As long as she's in play, the darkness is fast. Got it. Yeah, it seems like a neat potential combo enabler.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
Mornenberger. Okay, so I'm probably not playing a Desert Naturalist this turn, so I'll just play Chemist and get an attack in here.
Only I can command darkness. Only I.
Grant your darkness everywhere 1 extra damage. Cute.
My goggles.
I will drink your darkness.
This is gonna generate a spider that blocks anyways, so I don't really think I care about this trade happening. I don't really want to play these other cards, so I guess we're just gonna burn a mana. Oh, it lets you ruinate open attacks. Yeah, that's pretty good. Our hand's pretty awkward here. Like, I guess we Desert Naturalist this. Like, I kind of want a Desert Naturalist post Risen Altar, but I guess I have plenty of other ways to break this.
Whatever.
Hey, what's going on, Spartan? Thanks for the tier 3 and for the 34 months. Yeah, this was a lot of fun on Monday. Let's see. I'm summoned, reduce the cost of your darkness everywhere by 1. Alright, so like a darkness combo deck, basically. Oh, Shaped Stone got nerfed. This only gives 2/1 now. Interesting. So part of me wants to take an attack here, but another part of me just wants to be like, nah, you passed with... So when both players pass in Runeterra, it ends the round, which is why this says end round. So I could attack here, and I have decent attacks, but if I end the round, they just lose all of their mana for the turn. And like my attack's not quite lethal anyways, and I have a ton of tricks in hand, so like, I think I'm just gonna burn their mana. Well, they're burning 6 mana, right? So the other 3 they keep, but yeah. I mean, I could burst do this, but
I will weave my own path. Distance means so little when family means so much.
okay. And they don't have Ruination mana currently. Although if they play Senna, they could ruinate my open attacks, like someone just talked about. I think I'm just passing for now. I want to be able to Rite of Arcane a Senna, should they play one. Senna costs 3, 5. Senna costs 5. Okay. That's quite a bit. Okay, so now they no longer have Senna mana, and they don't have Ruination mana. So I think the play is we Rite of Arcane, destroy an allied landmark, deal 4 here. And then next turn, we have really solid open attacks, and they don't have anything to block my Fearsome either. Did it move? Okay, so we go destroy an allied landmark, make my spell shield dork bigger, get another spell shield dork. Yeah, we are just threatening a lethal attack here. And then we get to attack right away before they can play a Ruination.
Persistence is key. Please, I have connections.
Still dead. The eye here updates as they make new decisions, so we just keep chilling until we find out if they're dead or not. Okay, that's a pokey stick to break weight. Okay, they're just clicking okay. All right, the eye says they're dead. Click okay, chat. always just click okay if the eye says they're dead.
What a great day!
What a great day. Wait, did that level me up to bronze? Wait, was I under bronze? Is there a rank under bronze? I haven't played in a while. Was there a rank under bronze that we were in? What are the, do I see the, does it show the ladder rankings anywhere? Oh, we were iron. Okay, iron is under bronze. Got it. We were all the way down. Runeterra has the best sound design of any digital card game, and it's not particularly close yet. It's like leagues above everything else. All right, so this is a burn deck, which honestly, this hand's probably pretty good against an aggro deck. We got some cheap blockers, we got a piece of interaction, we got some card draw. for the 39 months, Cordemi. Welcome back.
Sun's beneath me and winds behind me.
You don't enjoy MOBAs in general? Have you even Pokemon Unite tried? This Pokemon Unite's a special kind of MOBA. There's a lot of things different than the other ones. I like it a lot. 10-minute games of Pokemon Unite are just chef's kiss. That's sad. Not only did my vulnerable go onto the spiderling, but now I don't want to attack my 2/1s in here, especially with the Pokesticks in hand. I'm just going to go ahead and pass here, and we'll Pokestick through the spider. Sure. Almost got dead. It was scary. God bless. Sort that right on out. Wild Rift is supposed to be coming to mobile supposed to be coming to console at some point. And if I can play Wild Rift with a gamepad, I might give that a try on stream. League proper sounds like it's got way too much going on for me to want to learn. Alright, so we'll Pokestick this one. And I think we just attack in. We're going to trade a 3-1 for this, but that's what it is.
It's playtime.
With this, do I offer this trade? I guess it pushes a little bit of damage. I could also just wait and plan to... I have another Pokestick. Maybe I don't offer this trade because I have another Pokestick. Our deck has a pretty big flourish at the top end, so... I enjoy having a removal spell named Pokestick. It is kind of an S tier removal spell name. Allied landmark is destroyed. Deal 2 to the enemy nexus. I really hope they fix the bug in their next patch where it turns the sound off when I click out of the Runeterra window. It's very annoying while streaming. I frequently click on OBS or Discord or stuff.
I don't bite. What does that thing do?
It explodes, of course. Go ahead, light the fuse.
It explodes, of course. Okay, so we'll Pokestick in response. And this thing doesn't have particularly good attacks because I have a 2-1 here.
They grow up so fast.
Yeah, I don't know if this deck is good, by the way, Philly. I'm just asking people in the subs Discord for champions that I like playing. I'm looking for deck lists. Yeah, as someone who likes using card art in YouTube thumbnails, the fact that Runeterra gives you easy access to high resolution card art is so nice. We just want to play as defensively as possible here. Taliyah's leveled up every time super easy in this deck so far, so that's really nice.
If I stumble, I have the earth to catch me. Together, we are stronger than stone, faster than the wind.
This was previously a tiered deck. Sweet. I just like I haven't played with Ziggs though before this, but he seems sweet. His artwork is very what's it? He reminds me of what are the Dorkos with the space I'm not offensive, the space rat. I'm totally blanking on the game that we just played with it. It's what's the game with the someone's the PlayStation game. Ratchet and Clank, yeah, like Ratchet and Clank. Reminds me of that. Space rat. Listen, other people in chat knew what I meant when I said space rat, okay? So very clearly, it was descriptive. Okay, so I think we play Wastewalker here. And then we're gonna Rite of Arcane kill this. And then these things are gonna make some 5/3s. I'm offended. People love Ratchet and Clank, chat. It's a good series. I just don't have emotional attachment to the characters. They're definitely space rats, okay? I think we're good to go here, right? We're gonna get to play Rockhopper, and we're gonna get to Rite of Arcane, clear this out. We'll have 2 5/3s here, and then this is gonna be a 5/5. You know, honestly, this would be a 6/6, right? So we'll just like, we'll do destroy an allied landmark, deal 4 here. Well, they're Lombaxes. That's the word I was searching for. Yeah, so we're gonna have, what, 16, 19 power next turn? Just have really solid open attacks. We're at 12. Smashy, smashy. Greeny tea. Thanks for the 45 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Good morning, good morning. There's some thick magic mummies, chat. I appreciate that Runeterra can get some dad bod artwork in here for me. It's good. It's good that I feel seen. We need more dad bod representation in fantasy artwork. I prefer the term father figure to dad bod. Definitely a little bit of we popped up and killed them salty rope. I'm like Superman, chat. When I stand up, I gotta open my thing up so you can see the sponsor shirt. Got the Tireless Pilgrim versus the Multiverse here. One of my favorites from Coalescence. You want it doing? Azir, I really, this is probably fine. Is this matchup hard? Oh, you know what? The rolling sands probably aren't particularly good in this matchup, huh?
Do not see what
What is it for you?
This is vulnerable, so that's nice. I think I just take the 5 here. Born and bred boxer. And then will naturalist destroy one of these, and then we'll have a grumpy that can kill this.
Little busy now, Sammy. Later. Sing me the song of the rock.
What do you call that?
I'm going to get it.
So vulnerable means I can force their things to block. I've talked about this before when we play Runeterra 2, but I feel like the provoke keyword is one that Magic would be well served to bring back. Feel like they could have utilized that more. It was that keyword that like came and went and is never used again. I wonder why that was. I wonder if they had like issues with player feedback on it.
You need not follow, but you will witness.
What's provoke? Provoke lets you force something to block you.
We are part of something more. Together, you are children of Shurima. The order is given.
You should watch this.
Do I want to throw this away to gain 6? I probably do. Oh god, I had no idea that was a card we were playing around. That's pretty brutal. That's a really, really sweet one. Swap 2 allies in combat. Let's open on Pokestick here before this gets bigger. Provoke is a 9 on the storm scale. That really surprises me.
In sky, past and present. Your emperor commands.
I think we're dead, fam. Blocking is not particularly good against their deck. Seems like if you don't have hard removal, you have a pretty bad time, especially with all of their recalls and swaps and stuff. Twisted Fate Gangplank with Bandle City as the second color. Ziggs could be okay to keep. I think I'm gonna mulligan everything except the Devout, looking for better curve filler here.
I never.
Unfortunately, took an aggressive mulligan and did not get any 1s or 2s. Which is pretty unfortunate, because it looks like they're an aggressively slanted deck with Gangplank. Twisted Fate means that they could have gone either way, but the start definitely means they're an aggro deck. I really don't want to destroy a mana gem to gain some life here, so we're just kind of chilling for the moment. They're a burn deck. Okay, so our hand is like extra rancid here, then is what you're saying. Honestly, we're probably dead.
Didn't know Bob's is set for you.
Don't know much, do you?
I think I mulliganed appropriately. It just unfortunately didn't pan out for us. It fills the same design space as fight. See, I disagree with that, because provoke utilizes combat, which I think means it has different design space. So actually, I usually agree with a lot of Maro's takes, but that one seems kind of bad. Okay, so we can do this, and it's burst, and then we can desert net. Alright, weird I must have picked this up before these were fully on the battlefield. It's like, I can definitely target this. Okay. I must have just been a little bit too quick, chat. Yeah, I picked it up. It like visually kind of existed, but wasn't fully there yet. Alright, just taking 3 here. This is gonna deal 1 to us. Oh, that's a... Okay, so they're killing that. This lived at least. Okay, so I'm at a virtual 11 at the moment. Abyssal, thanks for the 34 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back.
Think I see something.
I'm gonna open a text here, I think. Sag. I'm gonna do this so we still trade with their 3/3. Oh man, that was an incredibly unfortunate series of last cards for us.
Now where did I leave that beaker?
Next thing I know, I'm up to my britches in purple berries.
Okay.
I am wearing goggles. Catch!
I'm going to 9 here. I'm going to 7 from these, plus getting some dark caps put into my deck. So next turn, I'm gonna have 7 mana. I need 9 mana to Risen Altar plus Rite of Arcane. So I need to do nothing if I want to do this into this, which might be what I want to do, honestly. I think I'm just gonna pass.
Nice to meet you. I'm Isla.
Summon a random 1-cost follower. Oh, got something that deals the damage. That's big sad. I'm gonna do this because I can't block this. Okay, now the question's gonna be, can we end this game with them at 19 before they deal the last few points to us here?
You know it, I picked the wrong one.
Probably not.
Wanna see what it does?
This block's actually great for us. That seems really bad on their part. And they're popping our spell shield too. I definitely think our opponent's just supposed to be hammering our life total here. The fact that they're going after my thing here is fantastic. Really happy with that sequence from them.
Next thing I know, I'm up to my britches in purple berries.
We could still lose this game. I definitely think our opponent has messed up by not taking the offensive here. Yeah, like super happy with this pass.
We make this place ready. I've whipped up something special.
Are they dead? Could I kill them here? They're at 13. Says overwhelm. I think we pokey stick this, right? I guess I could theoretically die to mushrooms doing this.
No interruption. You got legs. Use them.
I says they're dead. Click OK. I don't know if our opponent would have guaranteed won this game with better lines, but they definitely would have had us at like 1 or 2 here, I think. Opponent decided to try and take a more controlling role at the end there, and that was a mistake on their part, I think. Sergio, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel this morning. Yeah, they kind of pivoted their role there. They should not have. It's fine too. I mean, like we're down here in the bronze ranks, so like I'm sure a lot of people that are playing down here haven't played in a while like I have, or if they have been playing, they play pretty casually, so. Is this game good again? I don't know. We played for like an hour and a half on Monday and it was fun. Runeterra was never bad. I think Runeterra is great when its gameplay has a very board, creature-centric approach. I think when the game was about Watchers and Lee Sins and stuff like that, it's like not great. But like, I think this game's a lot like Magic, where when attacking and blocking are important things to be doing, the game is good. And when attacking and blocking aren't... Frostwatcher was a long time ago. I mean, like, for reference, Frostwatcher was like the last time I really played, and if people bounced out when I bounced out, that was the last time they poked in. Yes, yeah, we played a Poppy deck on Monday, and someone said that Poppy's one of the best champions in the game right now, and Poppy's a card that very much cares about combat. So I would bet Runeterra's format's in a good spot if Poppy's a card that's good.
Buys me a new sail. Pick on some of your own speed.
I'll play my 3 attack thing down here before we attack. I guess we could play Ziggs. Ziggs actually, he pushes more damage.
What does that thing do?
It explodes, of course. Go ahead, light the fuse.
This is actually a pretty decent play for us because now I have a 3/2 to attack my 2/1 into to trade with, because this wasn't attacking into this to begin with.
These moves up close.
Death is like the wind, always by my side.
So I can Scrappy Bomb into Rite of the Arcane, kill Yasuo here, right?
Little booms are just as good as big ones.
Yeah, but the big ones are, well, bigger.
One blade, one purpose.
So Yasuo decks are still exactly the same as they were last time I played, where Yasuo dies and then your deck is full of unplayable cards that's done in recall, so your deck doesn't work. Good to know. Good to know as we dip in and out, some things don't change. So this is just like cards they own, probably something slightly more controlling, but really could be anything with the giant spread of champions like that. I'm gonna mulligan everything but Ziggs, looking for an aggressive curve, just try and beat them down and end the game. Hey, thanks for the resub, Ghosted. I appreciate it. The Runeterra video from Monday I posted on YouTube actually did pretty well in terms of metrics for my channel, so interested to see how things go as I post a little bit more. Usually the very first thing I post for a game is a little bit more popular than subsequent videos, but as long as I'm having fun, I think we'll probably do a session or two of this a week again. Right, Riot's been a good company to work with, so if Runeterra is enjoyable, I like to play it. Take 4 here. And again, like I said, could be anything. So like they have kind of an aggressive start here, actually. We're gonna get the Waste Walker down here, so that way this can get bigger when the Presivarium dies next turn. What's your preferred tempo deck? Sweet. I'm gonna be looking for bad tempo decks, because they're my kink, so.
Cut the breath from them.
Is Arena down because it's bad software or was it scheduled? I would make the argument that in 2021, if you have extended downtime for your software that's in production, it is bad software even if it was scheduled downtime. But that's subjective. You can feel free to disagree with that assessment.
Nothing escapes my watch.
If it's made of sand, I can ride it.
I can ride it.
See the debacle.
Too slow, stupid.
I think I might just play this to gain 2 here. Am I supposed to save it? They have like a Tryndamere. Maybe I'm just supposed to hold this because they theoretically have Tryndamere in their deck. Yes, also what Caleb just said there. If your software is bad and needs to be taken down for updates, you should probably do it in the middle of the night. They forgot they had Challenger. Or they wanted us to just kill this to let them draw a card. Could be that too. I'm happy taking 1 less damage though. The middle of the night for whom though? So this comment is silly and it's a comment that people make every time I talk about doing software updates in the middle of the night. You're right that it's always daytime somewhere, but having downtime during daytime US and afternoon/evening Europe is actually peak consumption hours for most of these applications. So what we mean by middle of the night is we mean not during peak play hours. Pick a timestamp that's not while most of your people are playing your fucking game. It's not complicated, chat.
I won't stand by.
Working in corporate America, we've had complete downtime for 2 hours in the last 5 years, and that was due to a ransomware attack. Yes. Yep. Yep. That's a big boy, chat. All right, so with this, I think we're actually supposed to pokey stick this proactively, because if they open attacks next turn challenging this, I don't really want to take a 5-ball. Stunning turn of events.
I will weave my own path. If only you were made of rock. They are my people, and I am theirs.
Okay, so I need to crack open 2 more landmarks, chat. I really have an awkward mix of enablers this game. I think I'm just gonna open on attacks with Taliyah here. Just push some damage. They gave something in their hand +3/+3, so there's about to be something big and scary happening. Yeah, we do have a lot of tools to crack landmarks. We definitely just have a little bit of an awkward draw this game for sure. Pretty happy with this. Get to clear out their blocker. Hit them for 2. That kind of wrong half problem that you get on occasion.
Order rewards its faithful.
Oh.
Another day, another explosion.
So if we can survive their next turn, this'll be enabled for us.
There it is.
Okay.
Can't afford to miss.
I'm gonna deal 1 here because I have some deal 4s in my deck. How is this game? It's my first time really dipping back in after being away from it for a little bit, but you're right, it is gorgeous. It is the most visually stunning card game you will ever see or play. It is also super free to play friendly. Is accurate. HR back. Thanks for the over 3 years. I appreciate the support. Welcome back.
Falls.
So if I Which of these is gonna get stunned when I unleash energy? Is it this one or this one? How are strongest broken? Highest power, highest health, and then cost. Okay, so this one is gonna get stunned. Mana's the tiebreaker. So I can go unleash energy, destroy an allied landmark, make this bigger. And then when this gets destroyed, it stuns their biggest thing. Then we can block here, block here. It might also be right to just take the 5, so that way this can come down next turn and make things bigger, is probably correct. Umbral, thank you for the 13 months. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Okay, so those trade now. Yeah. Kind of hoping to draw something to crack this landmark.
A little boom and one really big one.
Sick. Okay, so I have 9, so I can actually do all of these, right? So let's lead here and see what they do.
Is it the boosters? Who knows?
Who knows? We're relatively close to killing them here.
Hardened scales.
So this, when I destroy a landmark, this will put them to 15. And then this will be 10. And then this 7 is going to get blocked by this, which is not great for me. So this is doing 10. And then it's also doing 2 more is 12. And then this is another 2. And I think this is right. They could block in a way to leave themselves dead to Shapestone here. Runeterra has a system where they have a seasonal tournament every couple of months, and then those seasonals feed into a Worlds tournament. But I'm also going to be honest, I haven't followed their comp scene enough to be able to describe it exactly. Loosely, that's what it is, but there's probably some details in there I'm missing.
Is underway.
We can see here I can mouse over the eye as they line up blocks to see how things are going to work out. And it looks like this is going to force a block with their 5/4. Wow, yeah, and they blocked like this, so now... Oh, I'm out of mana! Oh, I forgot I was out of mana. What a tilter. That's fine. We're still in a fine spot because their elusive is dead. I wasn't counting. In my head, I had more mana than that. They also should have blocked this instead of this. I guess they wanted to put damage on Ziggs, but they could have killed this and taken slightly less. Yeah, any landmark destruction card would have killed them here with Ziggs. And like I said, we're in a fine spot regardless.
What would you wish to learn?
Little booms are just as good as big ones.
Yeah, but the big ones are, well, bigger. I still have some fire.
Ha! This is fun, yes?
It's fun, yes.
Fuse is burning. Fuse is burning.
They're gonna be dead on opens next turn. You can see, again, I can just see how combat's going to play out, how everything's going to change. It shows me that their champion's going to level up. Oh, this only gives +2/+1. I can't kill Bro. Unless I'm missing something. Both of these have Overwhelm, so we'll be able to attack for lethal next turn. And any landmark destruction punches through with Ziggs. Ziggs passive as well. Burst. I think we just attack here, right? Yeah, the Ziggs attack trigger also kills them, so let's do this before they have a chance to do anything. Get our attack trigger on the stack. You are safe with Braum. I says they're dead. Click OK. Alright, Gangplank Swain. Could be aggressive, but could also be probably something more mid-range / controlling. Swain's more of a controlling champ. I think I have full mulligan here, looking for cheaper cards. His hand's not great. I think we're just banking our spell mana here. So you can carry up to 3 mana over across turns in this game, but you can only use that mana for spells. And then next turn, we'll be able to play this burst spell, which just happens right away with the timing, into Desert Naturalist to give us a good bit of power into play. Oh, I'm so dumb. I only have 3. Chat, math is hard. Math is hard, chat. That's fine. We'll play Rockhopper, and then... let's do Prince of Aria. Let's Rockhopper, so this 2/2 can't attack next turn. And then, hopefully, we'll still have a Roiling Sands, so we can do this next turn. Counting and stuff. We were talking about spell mana, and I failed at counting. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to Shapestone there. Would have saved me a life, and would have stopped the GP trigger, too. Yeah, I probably should have Shapestone. I was gonna Shape Concede. We fucked this game up a lot. Our hand was also really awkward. So burst spells are interrupts or split seconds. They're split second basically. So there's 4 different spell speeds in this game. There's burst and focused, which when you play them, they just happen. And then there's fast spells and slow spells, which go on the stack and allow responses back and forth. And then units and champions just come directly into play. It's P and Z cards they own over there. Yeah, focus are like burst, except you can't play them in response to things.
What can I say? I'm an adapter.
So this has quick attack, which means it basically has first strike while attacking. So we'll be able to attack into it next turn, but we can't block it here when it attacks. I'm gonna go ahead and play Waste Walker here, because then when they play a unit out, the Roiling Sands will die, and this will turn into a 4/4, which is great. Unraveled Earth is pretty good at leveling Ziggs. But they're gonna play one of these out into the Roiling Sands. They are. Okay. So this is vulnerable, so we'll go ahead and hook it here. Sure. So we're like going all in on these elusives.
Wanna arm wrestle?
Hey Ryan, thanks for sticking on with the tier 1. I appreciate the support. Welcome back. Play these out, and this gets vulnerable, which is nice. Loving the YouTube and Twitch stuff. Well, thanks. Thanks for keeping me around. Runeterra's been good. Expect to see more of it in the schedule next week for sure.
Broke my hand. So I got a new one.
One hand will not reshape the future. System upgrade.
I guess we could theoretically see them offer a trade here, which is fine because I have Shapestone. At the very least, they're attacking with the elusives. Full attack. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna block here and do this. Take 5.
They said I can be whoever I want.
It's a nice pull. Yes, yeah, the units out here are either attacking or blocking, and these are kind of back on your bench. And you have up to a mixture of 6 units or landmarks back here before you fill up. And the thing that kind of differentiates one person's turn from the other in Runeterra is who gets this attack token. So this turn, my opponent's going to get a chance to declare attackers, and I'll be blocking. I might just give up a mana crystal to kill this Mechanized Mimic. This might be wrong. Might be right to just play Ziggs. I kind of want to like see if they kill this off, so that way I can Taliyah and copy it. I'm gonna take a couple of points of damage in combat here, but this kind of works out great for us, right? Yeah, I haven't really played since the Lysandra Watcher decks were everywhere, Dark Confidant. I've definitely enjoyed the gameplay more than when that was the case. And now our board's about to be huge. So Taliyah levels here, and then Desert Naturalist is going to break one of these and give us a Devout and a Bugbear. Guess a little Grumpapus. Yes, yeah, and exactly. We're gonna hit the corner running here, changing from playing defense to playing offense very quickly. They like basically have to kill us next turn. And the game is over.
If you can see yourself.
Go on, shake my hand.
They have little Animaniacs. That is basically what Ziggs is, isn't it?
Flee with 2 E's.
Flee with 2 E's.
A little boom and one really big one. Time to bust out some combustion. A masterpiece. The bead, it will be mine.
Very lethal attack next turn. Yeah, the average throwaway common in Runeterra has better animation quality than the best mythics in Magic Arena. It's like the sad truth. Right, it's so good at their animations.
Don't worry, I brought my own fireworks.
Yeah, Runeterra is on Android, iOS, and PC. Windows. Hate the term PC, it's on Windows. PC stands for personal computer chat. There are plenty of Linux and OS X personal computers. All right. Not a huge fan of playing against Lee Sin, but we have a curve, right? PC includes my Raspberry Pi. Depends on what you use your Raspberry Pi for. There are a number of use cases for Raspberry Pi that are not a personal computer.
Beneath me and winds behind me. Too fast, stupid. Woohoo!
It runs on Linux through Wine. Good stuff. So we'll get down the Waste Walker here, so that way when this pops off next turn, it gets bigger. A personal computer, I believe, by the definition, means one you use for, like, specific personal tasks. So, like, I mean, a lot of people use, like, Raspberry Pis for, like, home servers and stuff, or, like, multimedia devices. Like a game console, for instance, isn't a personal computer. It's a game console. I'll drop Ziggs an attack here, I think. We'll attack with these. I can't attack with this anymore because this will no longer die. They have something to pump defense here, or are they just looking to trade? Hopefully they just trade. If they have a comp metric here, that would be bad for us. This trade's fine. You play Runeterra on your phone and not your Chromebook. Chromebooks run Android apps. They have for a while. For what it's worth. Hey, Distortion. Thank you for the 22 months. Welcome back. The fact that they just cast a full mana cost deep meditation is so incredibly good for us. Oh, crap. It's been a while. If we're going to be playing Runeterra, I do that regularly. I really wish they gave me an option to hard lock the resolution. I play all of the games I stream windowed mode for the most part, so the fact that Runeterra doesn't lock the resolution means I grab the bottom of the screen on occasion when going to grab something out of my hand.
Did somebody say explosives?
Explosives?
I go!
Let's take our open attacks here.
One for you and one for you.
Little rooms are just as good as big ones.
Yeah, but the big ones are, well, bigger.
Go ahead and use Pokestick to use some of my mana here. Start working their life total down. Do I want to destroy this to kill this? I think I might actually. And then Ziggs will level next turn. And then if they play Lee Sin, I can stun with Explosive Minefield. The Yarok Brawl deck yesterday was a hoot. If you didn't catch that, it's the daily deck digest highlight this morning. Some of the best Magic I've played in a long time. Most fun.
Goggles, powder, matches, let her rip!
Let her rip! Barring something crazy happening, we should be good to win next turn. They are playing a Lee Sin deck though, so crazy's not out of the question. Yeah, I'm pretty off of Magic standard format, Thantos. My plan is to still play a little bit of Magic each day when there isn't client downtime, obviously, but we're gonna mix in some other stuff like Runeterra during the week and some Pokemon Unite during my live streams, on top of like the Mass Effect style story games I've been doing at the end. While we wait for a change in the Magic landscape. So. To be fair, playing an aggro deck was always kind of the best way to beat Lee Sin, right? And their draw wasn't that great either. I don't know what that card does, Double Pope. I heard someone else say they were enjoying Standard Brawl. I think I've got enough Historic Brawl decks that I'm probably not going to dip into Standard Brawl. But if you're someone that's kind of spent or doesn't have the card pool to build a Historic Brawl deck, Standard Brawl seems like a fine choice. So I don't think I ever want Herald in the opener. Naturalist with Endless Devout sounds good. I'm going to mulligan this, hoping for like a 1 or a 2 in these cards so we can curve out a little bit. Technically a 1, not the type of 1 I'm looking for. Nice. There's a 2. Yeah, this is usually a hard control deck. Again, we're still like down in bronze 3 though, so a lot of brews at this point. This is actually kind of great for us. So now I get to play the Endless Devout, and this is vulnerable, so I can force a trade here, so we can get, oh, well now I'm torn. So I can force a trade with this to get the Sarcophagus going, or Ziggs can eat this for free, technically. It's probably better to Ziggs eat it for free and get the value. The opponent's deck is kind of grindy. Rude.
Can't afford to miss.
My board! Save the homestead.
The deck list is in the video description. Lost in. Untapped. Untapped is here. But it is also in the video description. Or what it is worth.
Little booms are just as good as big ones.
Yeah, but the big ones are, well, bigger.
So their deck is mono Anivia, so that Entreat just drew an Anivia.
Light the fuse.
There won't be a warning shot.
One for you and one for you.
Tremble
For what it's worth as well, Lostin, I would strongly recommend against playing the Yarok deck on mobile.
Is there more to life than blowing stuff up? Nope.
I don't know if I want to play anything here. I'm like losing mana, but I kind of want to just like Risen Altar next turn and then Desert Naturalist the following turn. I think I'm just passing, not using my mana here. It's a little sad, but is what it is. Do I Minefield to save Ziggs now? I think the answer is no.
Stay out of my way.
Bring me the calm of an ice-shrouded world.
That card's hella annoying. So they're down to 12. Let's Rock Hopper and see what they do. I guess they could Ruinate, but if they Ruinate, this survives because it has Spell Shield. Okay, yeah, and now I can Hexplosive, and then we can Desert Naturalist, kill this, make a Rock Bear, stun something else. Holy crap.
You gotta see this new board. Little
Alright, that was gas. Thanks for the deck list, Prototype. This one's been sweet. Sheriff Wiggles! Thank you for the 32 months. Welcome back. I appreciate it. Do the Poppy decks outlinear us on average? Our deck's got like a scotch of interaction, but... So I'm gonna keep all these. Yeah, they're playing the one that whenever they look at random cards, whichever one they pick, they get a copy of, right? We played that in the deck we played Monday. We'll get Endless Devout into play here. Well, that wasn't Invoke, that was Manifest, which is technically different. So Invoke pulls from a Celestial card pool, Manifest pulls from a Defined card pool. Into play, so we can start working towards leveling Ziggs here. It does happen to have the ability to manifest a card that you can also invoke for, yeah. Celestial that costs 3 or less, Epic or multi-region follower. Pick a spell on the top 5 cards of your deck and create a fleeting copy in hand. It's an interesting design.
Nothing's more exciting than an unsolved mystery.
I mean, that happening's not even really bad for us.
We'll crack this yet. Point the way, and I'll make the way.
We're about to have a bunch of units. There's no Bandle City Sweeper I need to be thinking about, right? Thanks for the follow, YOLO Swiggins. No sweet bear. Okay.
You fell for it.
What's going on, Messiah? Yeah, card games can definitely be tough to follow if you're not familiar with
By the strength of
their
our
card pool.
convictions.
So if I do Rock Hopper, we level Taliyah, which is nice. I could like Ziggs and Rock Hopper and like kill through these. Could also Rite of Arcane to kill this. I'm gonna start with Rock Hopper and see what they do.
Together, we are
So-
stronger than stone, faster than the wind.
Taliyah levels up. So this has vulnerable, so I'm just gonna get to like massacre their board here.
Time to bust out some combustion.
Beware falling rocks.
So like this goes here, this goes here, this goes here. Their whole board dies, they take one. Click accept. These things are vulnerable is what this hook means. So normally my opponent gets to pick their blockers, but vulnerable units, I choose what they block. It's a form of interaction. So these are gonna get cracked here and become 5/3s, and then Ziggs is gonna level up.
Our allies did not fall in vain.
Double powder matches. Let her rip.
Let it rip! Yes, killing everything means Dawn Speaker is just like, that's kind of awkward 1-4. Hey, Swaggins, thanks for the prime. Oh, there's a ton of great people. You can send that to every single month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending it this way this month. I think I was going to destroy a mana crystal and kill this, right? I guess that puts me further off of this. We can use bomb plus stick. That's true. It's a lot more mana, though. I kind of just want their board to be empty so I can just, like, kill them on opens next turn.
Ugh, what a great day.
What a great day. YOLO, if you're still here, I'm curious, are you someone poking into the channel from the Runeterra section here on Twitch, or are you someone from the land of the YouTubes popping into a live one for the first time? Either way, welcome, and I appreciate the support. Hey, thanks for the 5 months, Zuzzafuzz. Yeah, it seems pretty reasonable. I'm gonna mix some days into my regular schedule again for an hour or two here or there. I usually like to wait to form opinions on things, but we've played like, I don't know, close to 3 hours now, and I've enjoyed it so far. I'm gonna try a few different decks. I'm still like down in the pits of like as far as ranks are concerned, so like I definitely haven't really played against many meta decks. I think I'm gonna mulligan the Pokey Stick, keep the rest of these. Helmut von Krieger, thanks for the 7 months. Yeah, this Legends of Runeterra runs better on my cell phone than Magic the Gathering Arena runs on my high-end gaming PC. And I really wish that was an exaggeration, but I promise you it's actually just the honest truth. And for reference too, if you're watching this, all of these like really impressive animations and stuff, like champions leveling up and things, they look exactly the same on mobile, and they also run good there. Run well there, run well there. Nimrod Hero, thanks for the 20 months, welcome back. I think that's because of complexity or horrible efficiency. It's definitely horribly efficient, or horribly inefficient. Not close. Magic Arena literally hard locks when I launched the application on the current patch on my PC, chat.
I go!
It's nothing to do with complexity and everything to do with trash software. I think I'm okay with this trade. Also, for what it's worth, and this is both a sell some people on Runeterra and scare other people away from Runeterra. It's a very subjective thing. Is I think part of the reason Runeterra hasn't found as much success as some of the other card games is Runeterra actually has a lot more complexity than Magic does in the average game. The average game of Magic is fairly scripted, and most of your decisions have to do with how you mulligan and how you sideboard. The games themselves kind of like play themselves out on autopilot of sorts, like you just kind of play on curve. Whereas Runeterra, because you get mana every turn and draw a card every turn, even your opponent's turn, there's a lot more back and forth and sequencing and permutations, especially with how spell mana works. And while a lot of people play card games to feel smart, I think that level of agency is intimidating to a lot of people. It's also very mentally taxing. Like, as someone who can do, like, you know, a 10-hour Magic stream and not really bat an eye, like, playing Runeterra for, like, 4 or 5 hours makes me feel kind of exhausted. I'm here from YouTube and subscribed over there for a year. You helped me get to Mythic the past 4 months. Hey, awesome. Congrats. Welcome to a live one. Glad you enjoyed the YouTube stuff. Yeah, so there's no resources in the decks, and the only thing that differentiates your turn versus their turn is who gets to attack each turn rotates back and forth. You see this? The attack token here flips back. So now it's my turn to attack this time around, basically. Whereas previously it was my opponent's turn. But you can see we both gained mana and we both drew a card. Yeah, it's also, if the actual gameplay hasn't sold you on Runeterra, the actual easiest selling point on this game is Runeterra is literally basically the only digital card game to have this super friendly player economy. There's no loot boxes or booster packs for getting what you want. Not only can you free to play in a reasonable manner, but if you spend money, you buy exactly what you want, nothing more. They just let you buy cards directly instead of having to rip open a bunch of loot boxes. Hey, Dorun. Congrats on your new gig. Thanks for keeping me around at mine. Yeah, there's a lot of good ways to play Runeterra too. It's the Slay the Spire-esque PvE mode is really, really sweet. I kind of don't want to play out this 3 thing into the Braum. I might just Unraveled Earth and then like soft pass. Does the PvE mode go away in 7 days? No, I imagine it's there forever. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I do have the Unleashed Energy, actually. Yeah, that's a good call. So if they do this here, we could Unleash Energy and pump this up. They could have a trick here of their own, though, too. Oh, and they're just opening on their trick to push damage. Okay, well, now I don't have to play into it, at least. The battle pass is like Arena's mastery track, basically. It's extra rewards that reset and encourage you to play. So Call. You could kill Braum here. How? This gives +4, +2. Oh, I could have. Because I didn't think about the landmark dying. Good shout. Alright, well that ship has sailed.
Non-flammable? Is that a challenge?
I think I just let this die at this point. Okay. Okay. Think that might have killed us? Nah, I think we're good. That was definitely a mistake. I forgot that this was going to give +1 because of the base on it. We're actually, like, in a pretty good spot, right? So I'm gonna unleashed energy, destroy this, pump this, get a surprise 7/6. Put my 7/6 here, put this here.
Want to see what it does?
They could have a trick up here. They could save their Braum. That doesn't save Braum. It saves the Poro snack, saves Plucky Poro though. Maybe I should have blocked a slightly bigger one here. Should be fine though. Braum dying here is huge. You know what else is huge, chat? Their Poros. Okay, and then we're gonna get to Naturalist, kill the Risen Altar. Okay, and then we have this with this. We have a real shot here. We might even be ahead. We're gonna get to stun their two biggest things here. Go hard got nerfed rightfully so. The what's it called card, the Feel the Rush, just kind of got outclassed by other things, so it was a big, slow, expensive spell. Feel the Rush still sees some play in pick ban. Okay. Last time I played it wasn't really a thing. I believe you if you say it's seeing some play now. I don't think they're guaranteed dead here. Yeah, they're only going to -7, so like they can block these two and not be dead, but still in a good spot for us here, obviously.
better watch out for me.
Is that lethal? This is why emotes suck, chat. They emoted and then they killed me. I guess I could draw a stun card. Sag. Good old BM emote. That's fine. I probably should have been playing around Heart of Fluff. The fact that I didn't have lethal with the attack where I used my stun was a mistake on my part. I should have taken a second and counted out how much damage I was going to actually deal and then played around Heart of Fluff by not moving in there if I wasn't going to kill them. It's got a solid curve. We had some agency there that I punted by not playing around their top end. Yeah, the opponent's playing Orient Soul. The old Cosmic Space Dragon.
I've never tried this chemical before. I am wearing my goggles.
Yeah, I saw Dragon's Clutches got a buff. Thanks for the follow, Razzie.
They will burn like we did.
Ally with Fury kills a unit, give it an extra +1/+1. Man, that's just a good stat line. 3/4 for 3. They attack with this. I'm definitely blocking here. I want a Sarcophagus. I will say, I like that I can mouse over cards in this game and it doesn't show my opponent what I'm mousing over. That's something that always really bothered me in Arena. It's a huge punishment for creators. You just like can't show your audience what's on the board without giving away information to your opponent. It's a big sad.
What's the fire breath this time?
A soldier should know to stay out of the way.
So Taliyah could level up here. I don't hate that. It lets me draw 2 as well. Yeah. Let's get a little grindy here. Because we draw when this enters, and then both these are going to pop and draw 2 next turn. Additional leveling up here. Thanks for the follow, Octagon. Good morning. 2 arms.
Break them.
Nothing was saved.
I will run you over.
And her plus is only temporary, so... It's really good. Oh, this is enabled already. That's great. So do we try and kill her? Do we try and get set up with Risen Altar? Yeah, we have a ton of choices here. Yeah, you have a hard hand size limit of 10 in this game. I could just try and kill both of their things here, which I kind of like. I think is the play. You have like another single combat here. Concerted strike. It's unfortunate. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do I Shapestone to keep their thing a 3/4? Because Shapestone will mean that she doesn't... This will still die, but this will be a 3/4 instead of a 5/6. I think that's a good exchange for me. Wait, that's got to be a visual bug, right? My thing's not going to live? Oh, they didn't click the 3/1. Well, opponent just made... So Concerted Strike could have two of their things hit mine. Silly me expecting the eye to be bugged. To be fair, Runeterra's handful of bugs I've experienced over the years are related to the eye because it's pretty complicated.
A soldier should know to stay out of the way. They are nothing.
Let's take 4 here, go to 12. So next turn, I have enough mana to Taliyah, copy this, and Unleashed Energy. Break 1.
Let's put these rocks into motion.
Yeah, they did a really excellent job fleshing out how landmarks work in this game, for sure. Okay, so here's an interesting question. Do I crack this to make the stun this, just breaking the spell shield, so I have a good attack? Because I could make this a 6/3 as well, so I get to attack with everything here. It's definitely the adorable play. I think it's the correct play.
All ships erode eventually.
So this card has a mechanic called Spell Shield, where the first thing that targets it just doesn't do anything. And you can see here now the eye says, okay, Spell Shield's just gonna go away. This does give them a window to have another piece of interaction. Yeah, this is a nice and aggressive attack here. They could have another Concerted Strike. They do? Okay. So they're going to 7. And their thing is leveling.
Witness my true power.
It is big sad that Thalia's triggers don't happen if she dies. I do wish that didn't work that way.
Little bones are just as good as big ones.
Am I dead to their Overwhelm spell here? Zeckles, thanks for the 25 months. Welcome back. What do I want to do here? I kind of just want to cantrip the Unraveled Earth. I guess putting more pressure into play has a lot of value too, though, because this is going to pop off here in a second. One of the nice things, though, is they're probably going to strafing strike something, and then I want to use the right afterwards, I think. I guess, do I? I mean, they already have a strafing strike target. Alright, and they have a soul mana this turn, which is a little scary. I guess if I deploy this, it makes it vulnerable. No, I couldn't Shapestone to trade. It had 7 toughness. Alright, so if they A-Soul, it's vulnerable from this, so it's not a big deal. And now they can't A-Soul anymore. They're saying good games. Is that them conceding? Or are they being a turd with the thing again? I never trust the emotes, chat. Always take the slower, slightly more deterministic play. We've blown up a couple of landmarks this game.
Here we go! What does that thing do?
It explodes, of course. Go ahead, light the fuse.
They could have a judgment here, right? But I think Spell Shield plus Shapestone lets us kill them through that. Oh, they died to Ziggs trigger too still. Okay. Good call.
Don't worry! I brought my own fireworks.
All right, let's look at what cards are actually in this deck, because I just copy and pasted a deck list. There's actually only 2 copies of Unleashed Energy, huh? Only 2 Risen Altars too? I guess this does cost 6, so you have a lot of chances to find it. I guess there's a lot of cards you kind of want a bunch of copies of, right? Right, Rite of Arcane was really good, all set. Waste Walker was pretty okay too as a payoff for your things getting broken. Wonder if Waste Walker is better than this Herald of the Magus. Herald was like okay, but it was a little clunky and slow. I felt like by the time I was setting this up, I had them dead in other manners. Yeah, so Runeterra has 10 regions, and you can mix and match regions for deck building however you want in combinations of 2. So you can pick any 2 to play cards from. And then the other deck building restrictions are you can only have 6 total champion cards in your deck. And then you can only have 3 of any single card max. And the cap on your champion cards actually does a lot to make the game really affordable, because champions are the most expensive card monetarily in the game. So that means you can only have, 6 $3 cards in your deck, and then all the rest of the cards cost between 30 cents and $1.20. So the average tiered competitive deck costs about $20 to $30 to buy outright if you're spending money and not free to play. Yeah, and speaking of dollary dues, if you look at my wild card counts, right? Riot Games is good to their creators. Yeah, this game doesn't have a predatory economy. If you spend money, you just buy exactly the cards you want. So I actually don't have to spend any money on the game because I'm part of the League Partner Program, hashtag League Partner sponsored, whatever you want to call it. So shout out to Riot Games for letting me dip in and out of Runeterra whenever I want and hooking me up with piles of wild cards. Zekathan, quite a while indeed. Thanks for the over 3 years. Welcome back. All right. We are definitely going to mix some Runeterra 2 to 3 days a week, at least back into the regular schedule. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and shift gears and play some Pokemon Unite for the next little bit because we've got the Pokemon Unite Open coming up this weekend that I'm going to be casting with Spraggles, and then as well as the Twitch Rivals Pokemon Unite tournament that I'm playing tomorrow night. So I will have my schedule up on my website and my Twitter for next week over the weekend, and we'll definitely include some more Runeterra. It's been